Hey tubes, Jonathan was wrong here. So, this is important. So I went and I actually got a link, and I'm gonna put it in the description. And it's a part 1 of 5, and that's the short version. But anyway, should probably get into why, so you'll know why to click the link. Anyway, I just watched this video on Richie from Boston's site. So please, if someone could get this to him too, so he could watch this documentary, because he's 100% on the right track, and I think this will blow him away. But anyway, it's called it will blow anyone away who watches it. It's called "They Sold Their Souls for Rock and Roll," and it's by Fight the Good Fight Ministries and Pastor Joseph Schimmel. And huge fan of their work, of all their stuff. I have a bunch of their documentaries. I like on the DVD. I like having hard copies of stuff. I'm old school. Even though a bunch of my old Genesis and Super Nintendo and Nintendo games no longer work. That's neither here nor there. But anyway, so he was talking about how in the music industry and such, they openly talk about selling their souls. He was talking about Bob Dylan, and about how much Bob Dylan sucks, and he never understood it. And I loved that, because I agree. I've always felt that way. I've always felt like what's the deal with Bob Dylan? You know, you know, it's like what's the, you know, it's like, well, the lyrics, man, they'll then go read poetry, and then I read the lyrics, and it's just this, you know, rambling, you know, like, you know, it's like the Doors and stuff. Like, oh, it's so, no, he's just rambling, you know, stream of consciousness BS. You know, go, you know, hook yourself up to the spirit frequency, and you could mumble this garbage too, and it doesn't really mean anything. But you know, people like it. But yeah, it just that I just, like, he was just hitting on so many points that, like, you know, it's like, yes, totally. But I thought that was very funny that he said that he never understood the whole Bob Dylan thing, because I never understood the whole Bob Dylan thing, and I didn't grow up in the 60s and 70s or whatever. I was born in 82, so I saw a completely different view of the industries, the auto industry. But anyway, so yeah, so link will be in the bottom, because it's hugely important that people see this documentary. And I don't know if Richie took it down himself, or them took it down. But before I could even get my comment up, which I had a heck of a time doing, because I had to use the speech function because I'm driving, and then I had to, you know, fix things, and then put in punctuation to make it make sense. And then by the time I went to send it, it wouldn't send, and then I you know, tried to copy everything I typed, so I didn't have to type it again, because it literally took like 20 minutes to type. And I'm probably exaggerating, felt like it took forever. But anyway, and then when I tried to go back on, the video did not exist. So anyway, people need to see this documentary. If, you know, like I said, I highly recommend purchasing the 10-hour version and supporting them, but that's me. You could watch a free version on the internets that's, you know, only 3 hours long or something like that, which to someone like me isn't a long time, because I multitask. So I actually prefer stuff like documentaries and stuff where it's more people speaking and information, because then that will free up my eyes for something else. But anyway, so click the link at the bottom and share that video, and please someone get that to Richie from Boston, because he is on the right track. and they probably are trying to cover up because, you know, people are starting to wake up, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Seems like whenever I talk to the normals, it's like, oh yeah, you know, you have those oh yeah moments. You like forget. It's like, oh yeah, this is what the rest of the world's like. But anyway, 5 minutes is too long. Like, share, subscribe. Everyone, click the link in the description. Watch that video. If you're not a Christian for some reason, I don't think you've done enough research if you're not a Christian. But anyway, if you're not and you have a heart, like I've shown it to people who thought it was interesting, but they couldn't deal with the scripture. Deal with the scripture. I personally love hearing scripture. It makes me feel good. I feel good when I hear scripture. But anyway, so yeah, it is put out by a church, but they're unaffiliated. They're not, you know, they're not part. They don't give money to Rome. They preach, you know, what they want, and you'll see it when you watch the video, which is why I said, you know, you need to support them, because, you know, they're not part of the mainstream church, and they actually go against the mainstream church and, you know, speak out against people like Rick Warren, who, you know, try to invoke the name of Esau, which is the Jesus from the Quran, who is not the Son of God and did not die on the cross. Funny, because that's in a Gnostic text too, as are some other similar things in Gnostic texts, but I've mentioned that in another video, and I'm getting off topic. So anyway, someone get that to Richie, because he's on the right track, and he needs to see the documentary, and everyone else needs to see it too. So get it out. It's the link should work at the bottom in the description. And if not, it is, they sold their souls for rock and roll by Fight the Good Fight Ministries. I think they sold their souls for rock and roll will be enough to find the video, because that's really all I did. But anyway, then again, I've watched it and searched it, so my search engine will be different than yours, because mine's customized to me. Yay. Anyway, everyone have a beautiful-ish day. I have no idea what the weather's doing. I have like white t-shirt and jacket, no idea what's going on. But anyway, everyone have a beautiful day, and God bless.